you can actually make a career out of your passion. I strongly believe that if you don't take action now, your life will literally look the same 10 years from now. Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Nena Obasi. If you're new here, you're most definitely welcome. And if you've been here before or if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back to my channel. On my channel, I like to have real conversations about career and self-development. And if this is the type of content that you like, please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, share, and comment. In this ever-changing world where tech is like a thing, I know that most people have been moving towards certain career path because they seem like very lucrative, because it seems like they give more money. And then like I know that I have put out a lot of business analysis content, but I don't know, I just feel like some people are doing it for the money and not out of passion. I know they used to say that passion cannot feed you sometimes, but I've seen situations where a lot of people have made the career out of their passion, and I just feel like this is really not far fetched. So, in this video, I just really wanted to talk about finding a career that you truly, truly, truly want for yourself, the one that you actually truly desire. So, I thought to talk about this because I know that there are a lot of people that are like really trying to figure out their lives, figure out what the next steps are. And especially now that it seems like inflation has happened and it's like we're in like the general world recession, it's quite difficult trying to say you are pursuing passion over like getting a job. I've heard stories of people that have actually followed the crowd and they've gone for careers that they do not even know anything about, they're not passionate about, and they're just doing it for the money. And to be honest, the story has been very devastating. Is either they were sacked or they went in there, they were really struggling, they had no idea what they were doing, and it started to reflect in the quality of their work. But I just feel like I'm always someone that likes to encourage my friends and people around me and just like ask, what do you really want to do? If you are doing something, let it be that that is what you want to do, not because that is what the crowd is doing. So right now, it started with a situation of, oh, a lot of people are going into healthcare, and then it became a situation of, oh, a lot of people are going into becoming a business analyst. That career path is definitely not a bad one. It is not a bad one. It is in fact very lucrative, like people say. But honestly, if you do something because you are following the crowd, or you do something because you really don't know what you're trying to do, you might end up being frustrated, and this might actually show up when you're working. It can actually be like a major struggle, like trying to figure out what the best career path is for you, especially if you actually didn't like get proper guidance from an early stage. I know that most people, I speak for myself and a lot of people, that when we're growing up, like based on our cultural beliefs, where we grew up, we're like certain career paths that were considered as good, like the best, like prestigious, like those career paths. Like if your child is doing it, or if you're among people that are doing it, people will look at you like, oh my god, you're actually studying like a really good course, and it was like a flex for every parent back home. And this actually had a way of like pushing some people into various bubbles that they didn't belong to, pushing people into various fields that they didn't actually want to be in because they were not well educated enough, they did not really have proper guidance. In fact, Sharon Belden spoke about the psychology of career decisions 5 years ago at a TEDx talks, and she mentioned that most people do not make career decisions rationally, but rather based on unconscious biases that they receive from their surroundings and their environment. They are likely influenced by their parents, by their peers, or by their local community. And they actually tend to follow others into things that they have done as well. For example, if you grow up in a remote village where everyone are farmers, everyone would probably consider farming as a really good career path for you. And because of that, you've grown up to see this thing and then you just go with it, basically. So that was what she was just basically trying to say. But then there's just something about discovering yourself. I know that it's easy to like blame our environment, blame our surroundings, blame how we grew up and all that. But now that we are adults, I think it's very necessary to find out what we really want to do or what our passion is. Cheryl Belden also mentioned that our problem is that we don't know who we are before deciding who we want to become. And that is why like we can be easily influenced by a lot that is happening around us, like I mentioned earlier. But like now that you are grown and you feel like you know better from your experiences and your exposure, try to actually figure out what you're really, really passionate about and make a career out of it. It is very, very possible. Even Jordan Peterson actually explained that there is a difference between having a job and a career. So something that doesn't give you pleasure, something that doesn't give you any form of happiness, that is a job. But I think I read somewhere that a career is something that seems very easy to you but looks like a chore to someone else, right? So something that comes to you so easily, something that you would actually enjoy doing, just because you're actually passionate about it. Understand that it's really not that easy trying to get to the point where you feel like you're enjoying your job. I mean, who wants to work? Who actually wants to work? But at least it's actually okay to get a sense of satisfaction from your job, so that you are happy, because you spend a lot of your waking days at work, literally from Mondays to Fridays. That's literally the entire week at work. So you deserve to enjoy what you do. So how do you actually like figure out your passion and what you want to do? I have like a very practical exercise that I feel like you can do. And this was highly recommended by the Harvard Business School. And it is called 7 stories. So based on this, first step is to take out a sheet of paper, write out 25 accomplishments in your life that you actually really enjoyed, and rank them in order of how important or how powerful these experiences were. After making this list, pick the top 7 and leave the rest out. From those 7 accomplishments that you have written down, write stories of each one of them, while specifying what you particularly enjoyed or liked about these accomplishments. Find the key words or words that repeat itself, and this is just like a path to you discovering like what exactly you love, because when you find a pattern, I think it can be easier to figure out what is best for you, or what you are particularly leaning towards, right? And there is also something that really worked for me. What are the conversations I like to have with my friends? What do I like when I'm trying to like advise? What sort of advice do I give? When people come to me with questions, what sort of questions do they come to ask me? What do I really enjoy talking about the most? So answering these questions kind of made me like figure out what sort of person I am, what my passion is, and where I feel like my life is going. These are just like practical steps you can use to figure out what your passion is and what career best suits you. Please do not follow the crowd. It really doesn't pay if you follow the crowd, honestly, because when you get there, you might actually like have a lot to regret. There is this YouTuber that I always love watching. Her name is Nisha, and she made a comment in one of her videos. She said, if you don't take action now, your life will literally look the same 10 years from now. And like that is actually deep, but like, what are you doing about making sure that your life is not really all that crappy after all? The world is already tough enough. Least you can do is actually like love what you do. So do what you love. Honestly, the sky, you see this word about the sky being your limit. I totally believe it. In a place where it seems like things are very, very impossible, I still personally believe that I, as a person, will go there and excel, no matter how long it actually takes. The only thing that can limit you is your mind. This is the only thing that can limit you. So as long as you actually don't feel like you cannot make it, you will definitely make it. As long as you feel like you will get there, you will definitely get there, no matter how long it takes. Because as your mind keeps telling you that you would actually get there, it gives you the strength to keep pushing regardless. Once you actually figure out like what you truly want to do, like you can actually still keep doing what you're doing inside while trying to get to the point that you actually want to get to. You have to cut back on a lot of things. Like, for example, if you go out every weekend, you might want to take a step back and use the weekend to actually work towards building the life that you actually want for yourself, instead of using the weekend to actually escape from the life that you currently have. But once you figure out like your passion, you need to research about it. If there are courses you need to take, you need to take courses to get there. You need to actually invest in yourself. If there are things that you need, maybe you need a book, you need to be able to buy that book, like invest in yourself and actually work towards building yourself to actually get there. Because at the right time, everything will definitely work. But like, you just discovering your passion is one thing, but actually like putting the work to actually get there is another thing. So you need to put in the work, and things will actually definitely work out. You just need time and consistency time and consistency for you to get there. Anyways, guys, I've come to the end of this video. I really thought to do this video because I just felt like I should talk about it. Like, people should actually work towards doing the job that they actually enjoy. Hopefully this video has like helped you in one way or the other, or has kind of like pushed you further. And yeah, please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more content like this. Like, share, and comment. Bye.
Maybe your purpose in life isn't related to your job. Maybe your job is your job, and the job is the thing that supports you. And then the rest of your waking hours are devoted to your purpose, whatever that is. I would say, if you need to have a job to support yourself, that's great. That's a noble thing to do. And follow your dreams. But I'm not saying they're one thing.
Yes.
They don't have to be one thing. And don't let following your dreams undermine your ability to support yourself.